Yeah, Jessica, opening JBLM to either passenger or cargo service was on an agenda today for this work group, but the work group's chair said it's too early to look too deep into that. To quote him, he says they want to have a, quote, discussion about a discussion regarding that idea. And it's an idea that the military shot down back in 2023 and still opposes today, according to a spokesperson. But the state wants a consultant to revisit the idea. There are more than 20 bases across the country that do have some sort of civilian air service. The Commercial Aviation Work Group held its meeting in Yakima County today, where elected officials would like to see the expansion of the Yakima Airport to help alleviate SeaTac crowding. The state says SeaTac traffic is expected to double in the next 25 years. This work group is also looking at expanding rail service, including high-speed rail.
I think the legislature correctly identifies that this is an issue, and that's why we've been asked to study it. This is a long-term project, and there are a lot of different moving parts.
Now, if this sounds a little bit like deja vu to you, there was a different state commission a couple of years ago that came up with locations for brand spanking new airports. Two in Pierce County, one about 10 miles from the state capital here. But there was so much community pushback that legislators voted to scrap that idea and came up with this work group that instead is supposed to look at either expanding existing facilities or look at some of those alternative sites. Jessica.
Got it. And Drew, you mentioned this, but SeaTac passenger traffic expected to nearly double by the year 2050. That seems far away, but what exactly is the timeline on all of this?
Yeah, it could come quick, but you shouldn't expect a solution to come quick. We were told today this is something that's going to take years. A lot of moving parts. You heard they'd have to deal with the military and neighborhoods. So it's not something that's going to come quickly. They do have to come back with presentations every year. And we heard today that they are going to push for light rail service to Payne Field, which would alleviate some of the problems. But the long-term fix, it's a long way away. Yeah, no kidding. I can imagine it's pretty difficult to build a new airport or expand an existing one. Drew Mickelson reporting from our state's capital tonight. Thank you.